What's the deals, my beautiful people? What's the deals? Let's get into it, man. So this is an old story, but a very disturbing one. And I had to bring this to everyone's attention because I know there's people out there who have family members in nursing homes. People, please, 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 if you have a family member in a nursing home, set up cameras. All right? I don't care what the facility says. Oh, it's not allowed, whatever. If I got an elderly person here and this is their room, I'm setting up a camera because I need to see what's going on. All right. If y'all don't like it, I'll remove him or her from there and you won't get my money. But if I'm paying my money, I'm going to set up a camera. Please set up a camera. This family set up a camera. They were very smart. And as you can see, very disturbing. Very disturbing. These freaking pieces of crap ladies, it's yo, if you don't have the patience to deal with old people, don't work there. All right, you over here kicking an 87-year-old man with one leg, yo. He wearing a diaper. He's 87 years old. What made you get to this point? Nurses, even if the man is not senile, he has dementia, I don't give a fuck. How dare you? If you don't have the patience for it or the tolerance for it, quit. So let me give you a background on the story. So this is October 2022. 87-year-old man identified as Cornelio Salinas. Hopefully I pronounced that right. He was the victim of physical abuse by staff members. Solidago Health at, oh, I thought that was somebody's name. So he was messed up. He was abused by staff members at Solidago Health and Rehabilitation in Texas. Shout out to Texas. All right. So the abuse caught on video and family members installed a Ring camera in his room. Shout out to the family for that. The footage showed two employees kicking, hitting, and dragging him, who has one leg, on the floor. Yo, come on, man. He has one leg, man. And y'all dragging him on the floor. Injury and cover-up. Staff initially claimed he fell off the bed, but the video shows different. Come on, man. He was later hospitalized with a neck brace and bruises around his eyes. What, they punched him in the face? So, like I said, this was 2022. So this is what has happened since then, all right? The outcome, all right? Both of those employees face criminal charges, and the building faced penalties, okay? So two former employees identified as Lisa Joe Cooper, 61, and Keisha Danielle Johnson, 57. So we got 57 years old and what? 61. Abusing an 80-something-year-old man. These nasty ass broads. Someone need to abuse their ass. Were arrested and charged with injury to an elderly person, a second-degree felony. Good job. In February 2023. Dang, it took about a year. A grand jury indicted both women. Good. They deserve that shit. Following an internal investigation, the nursing home fired the employees for violating stuff. Yeah, hey, good job. So good job by the facility. I'll give them a round of applause. You fired them, and they got felony charges, and they don't need to be working in a nursing home ever again. All right? This is what happens, man, when you do wrong. You do wrong, you face the consequences, man. All right? Fuck them. I don't give a fuck about them women, man. I hope they still struggling and suffering to this day. All right? But anyway, like, share, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, let me know what you think of this story. Very disgusting and disturbing. Once again, if you have a family member in a nursing home, please set up the cameras, all right? Protect your loved ones. Peace.
Cornelio Salinas, who only has one leg, was on the floor when two employees hit, kicked, and dragged him back to his bed. They then closed the curtain, hiding everything that happened afterward. His grandson tells us they were behind the curtain for 15 to 20 minutes, and his grandfather ended up on the floor again. This next story is both heartbreaking and infuriating. Texas City police and state officials are investigating after a family says caretakers at a nursing home abused their loved one, and they caught it on camera. Janelle Bluta talked to family members and why they hope their video, which is difficult to watch, serves as a warning to others. Janelle?
The family says their 87-year-old grandfather has been telling them about the abuse for years, but they say they never had proof until now. It was Sunday afternoon when they got the news.
We got a phone call that our grandpa was going to the hospital because he supposedly fell out the bed.
That 87-year-old Cornelio Salinas was in the hospital after the nursing home said he fell from his bed.
We seen the bruising around his eyes and he was in a neck brace. So we went back on the ring camera and seen what had happened.
But his grandson Lisandro Solis says the video paints a different story. You can see Salinas, who only has one leg, is on the floor when two employees hit, kick, and drag him back to his bed. They pull him onto the bed and close the curtain, hiding everything that happened after that.
When they're closing the curtain, you can see her hand like she's gonna hit somebody.
He says they were behind the curtain for 15 to 20 minutes and his grandfather ended up on the floor again.
We literally cried. We were angry. We wanted to, go do something.
Solis says they installed the camera a year or two ago after his grandfather complained of the abuse. He says the camera wasn't hidden.
It's posted outside in the hallway on his door that there's video surveillance in there.
The facility, Solidago Health and Rehabilitation, released a statement in response saying the health and safety of their residents remains their first priority, and they enforce strict policies prohibiting patient abuse. They say prompt action has been taken to ensure their residents are safe, and any violations of the abuse policy are reported to the appropriate agencies and legal authorities, and the facility works closely with those agencies. But Solis says they want justice. They want the employees to be charged and the facility to be shut down.
We don't even know how long that has been happening or if anybody else is going through that.
Salinas is still in the hospital tonight. His family says they're working on finding him a new home. Texas City police say they are investigating, and so is the State Department of Health and Human Services, which regulates nursing facilities. Back to